name is Chase Johnson. I'm from Denver, Colorado, and we have used C3 Group several times on some of our large loss commercials and our higher end residential for their appraisal services and their public adjusting services. Their knowledge of the market, of the ever-changing regulations, and their ability to create a very thorough estimate from an understanding of construction and the management of the project.
Happy Tuesday, Hail Stalkers. Lead meteorologist John Choquette here for our daily 12 p.m. hail forecast. As always, sponsored by C3 Group and Merlin Law Group. Check out both of their pages in the description below if you're watching us on Facebook. And if not, just give them a quick search on your favorite search engine, probably Google. And if you are new to our website or having any issues or you haven't been on us for a while, we can happily set up a training so that way you and your whole team understands how our website and our app work. I know it can be a little confusing sometimes, changing me a little hard, but don't worry, we can get that going. Of course, we can schedule future ones as well when we push out updates every now and again with new features. So the number will show up at the end of the video here on the screen, or you can message us on Facebook or email us, whatever is easiest for you guys to contact us. We will happily get that squared away at your earliest convenience. So forecast for today, we're looking at three different areas, excuse me. Actually, the third one we added last second. Yes, there is a 5% chance across Denver. I think the majority of the activity might be to just the east, but I wouldn't be surprised if one or two storms form somewhere between about Fort Collins and Colorado Springs. And any of that hail would probably be pretty marginal up to maybe ping pong ball size, a lot of that high volume stuff. However, further to the east, different story. We could see some very large hail across northeastern sections of Colorado. This is for Sterling, Colorado, the only major population center I could find, and by major I mean any. We had 10% chance there for that one specific town, but for the most part there will be quite a few supercells that form this afternoon and could have very, very large hail. I have up to 3-inch possible. Could be flirting with the state record again if we can really get a storm going. The state record's 4.5 inches. Would not surprise me if a softball or one or two softball reports came in if a storm can really get going. So again, about 10% chance there. The very large hail, the storms will eventually manage to meander their way down towards Texas, but at that point the hail will be much lower at this. Yeah, major. I know, Zach, I was really trying to find just literally any population, so just so I have a percentage on there. The other area we're looking at, like I mentioned in the title, 2% chance for Minneapolis. Looks like we could see a couple storms form this afternoon at about 4 o'clock or so. I think the majority of this is going to be wind, but we could see maybe up to some ping pong ball size hail, something really is able to take off good enough, and more than likely it would be initially when those storms form, we could see a quick burst up to some ping pong ball size hail, but for the most part probably pretty minimal in size and overall coverage. So Minneapolis, low chance. And also Tennessee, this was a late add-on here. I thought there wasn't really going to be too much hail, and then a couple of things I was looking at a little later, right before I did this video. Looks like we could see some storms across Tennessee this afternoon. Could have it to some $0.5 size hail, but pretty low coverage. So 2% chance Memphis, Jackson, Nashville, Chattanooga, pretty much all the major population locations except for Knoxville. At risk, excuse me, for some hail today. Yeah, excuse me, guys. So there's that future radar. We're going to show Central Plains first. You can see the big storms forming in eastern sections of Colorado. But again, a storm or two might form over by the Denver area, possibly going into the overnight hours. But the biggest story, the biggest hail of the day for sure is going to be those storms that form this afternoon and continue into the early overnight hours. Further north up by Minneapolis is right up in here. You see activity forming, but doesn't look super impressive, not compared to what we saw just in the last frame for the eastern Colorado area. But again, one of these guys can make up to some ping pong ball size hail and could possibly swing through Minneapolis. And if it does happen, maybe it can be, not the areas that got blasted last week. Try to mix it up a little bit. Yes, you need some hail in Denver. I know you always want to have more hail in Denver. So we'll see if we can get something, maybe even just quarters. It'd probably be good enough for a lot of you guys. And then we see here some hail possible with these storms A lot of activity looks very possible across sections of Tennessee. However, I think the overall chances for big hail and overall hail production looks fairly minimal. So marginally severe hail at best, more of a wind threat across much of the state of Tennessee. And that's really going to wind down quickly after sunset today. So for the day tomorrow, the risk comes back again for the high plains, sections of eastern Colorado up by Rapid City all the way down to the Kansas-Colorado border with Oklahoma. Could possibly make it back far enough west towards Denver, right along that front range. I have it pretty much more or less paralleling the front range general population area. Willing to probably put it back a little bit more, up to 2-inch hail possible again for your Wednesday. It's the best part about the Denver area. You guys can get hail risks pretty much from May through September. So we'll see if this one can pan out for you guys. Future radar shows storms forming again very close to that front range there in the afternoon, and then moving east and strengthening a lot more once you get to eastern Colorado. So we're watching that super carefully. Anything improves this time tomorrow when we have our forecast, maybe we can be talking about a little bit more of an exciting day for the Denver area. So that's all I got for you guys for today. Follow us here on Facebook, hit See First. Interact with our page, share the video, put comments, whatever you gotta do to help the Facebook algorithm try to give our page a little bit priority so you don't miss any of our posts, whether it is about a new 3-star map or higher, or some live coverage perhaps, or even just these videos or other posts that we do. All that stuff will show up at the top of your newsfeed if you give it that priority. Give us a call, number right here, 855-334-4245 for any comments, questions, or concerns. You can set up a training, or if you're interested in what Hailtrace has to offer for you, email us, visit our website for more details. Both great ways to get a hold of us. Hell, you can even direct message us on Instagram and follow our Instagram page at Hailtrace. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday. Do those hail dances, cross those fingers. Maybe we'll be back for some live coverage a little bit later if any big storms happen. If not, I'll see you guys again tomorrow at 12 p.m. on whatever platform you prefer to watch us on. Have a great day, everybody. I'll talk to you tomorrow.